Blackstone Publishing presents Boxing the Octopus, a Cape Weathers mystery by Tim Maleeny. This book is read by Armando Durán. For Phil Zinn, driving a 1966 Thunderbird. The development of San Francisco's underworld in all likelihood would have proceeded according to the traditional pattern and would have been indistinguishable from that of any other large American city. Instead, owing almost entirely to the influx of gold-seekers and the horde of gamblers, thieves, harlots, politicians, and other felonious parasites who battened upon them, there arose a unique criminal district that was the scene of more viciousness and depravity, but which at the same time possessed more glamour than any other area of vice and iniquity on the American continent. Herbert Asbury, The Barbary Coast, An Informal History of San Francisco's Underworld. 1. As he suspected, the village was full of misery, fear, and blood. The doctor adjusted his headphones, cranking the volume. After visiting the first two villages, he couldn't get the sounds of dying out of his head. Nothing a little Katy Perry or Ariana Grande couldn't fix. It wasn't his fault these people were born on the ass end of the planet. One thing he'd learned in medical school is life is cheap, and not everybody gets to live in the first world, or even in the same century. There were over 100 cities in China with populations in excess of 1 million people, but this wasn't one of them. After a 3-hour drive from the urban sprawl and pollution of Beijing, the doctor crested a mountain range at the border of Hebei province. The Toyota Land Cruiser barely fit on the dirt track running to the village from the main road, the terrain as inhospitable as the surface of Mars. Some of the homes were only accessible by foot. The doctor stepped gingerly into the temporary structure erected on the outskirts of the village. The cots were full, most of them occupied by young children and their grandparents. As cities grew and jobs disappeared from rural China, many teenagers and able-bodied adults left family behind in the villages and headed to the nearest city in hopes of bringing prosperity back home one day. The doctor knew that day would never come. These people were dead before they were born. One of the nurses handed him a clipboard, but the doctor already knew what it would reveal.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?